What's up, guys? How is everybody doing? Thank you so much for tuning in to Eswakago YouTube channel. I'm here at the school and I'm trying to pick up my daughter, so I'm stuck in the long line that we have to queue because of the code that is outside. So it's like everybody is picking up their child today, and my daughter's school doesn't have a bus, so either way I have to drop her and pick her up. So on my today's video, let me first of all show you the line so you get what I'm talking about. So that is the huge line, and I'm waiting here. I'm not even yet inside the school. I'm on the street, and the line goes way back there, and then it comes to the front of the school over here where you see the name of the school. That is where I'm gonna go, but I have to go round. Now back to our video today. Yes, I would want to thank everybody who took their time to wish me well. I did a video where I was getting a blood transfusion. I believe it's called a Ranferan, and surprisingly, I didn't feel the side effects that I would usually feel when I'm coming from the infusion. Did I say iron transfusion? It was infusion. I went back home and I was actually able to work that same day. That night I was able to work, and I thank God because I felt zero effects other than feeling nauseous when I just got done and a little bit of dizziness kinda. When I got home, I was okay, and I thank God. So I want to give you an incident that I wasn't able to bring up because of the so much that has been there between the weekend I traveled to Arizona, and I was able to meet up with Betty AZ for the first time. It was great. And coming back, I went there on Friday. I arrived there very late, and by the time I was getting done with picking up the rental and driving to Betty's place, and oh my God, everything didn't go as planned because there was so much cancellations because of the weather, the bad weather that we were experiencing here in Kansas. So I want to give you an incident that scared me so much. I was coming back on Sunday. Yes, I woke up at 4. I woke up at 3:30, and then I got to the airport, returned the rental, and headed to my flight. Coming back to Kansas, Arizona was 52 degrees and Kansas was in the negatives. Arriving at the airport, that was my first day to experience what winter can do to you. This was close to death experience. You might take this lightly, but it is very literally. It is literally close to death experience. When I got at the airport, I had my 2 pants actually, because I had checked the weather and I knew it gonna be cold. I had two. I had the shirt inside, and I also had a jacket, which wasn't that big, and I learned the hard way. Got at the airport, and I usually park my car outside. I mean at the parking lot. That is the economy, where you pay like $7 a day. So I park it at the economy, and then I take a bus that is provided by the economy parking management, and they would take me to the airport, and then when I come back, I'm gonna board the same bus and gonna take me to the parking, economy parking, which is a little bit of a trip. Not that bad. It's like 10 minutes. You're gonna be there. When I got there, I couldn't figure out what row I parked my car for the first time. I've been doing this for a while, and every time I park my car, I can be able to figure out, because I master what row did I park, and I would be able to go find my car. Surprisingly,
Extra channels.
I didn't. Sorry for that. I didn't. And I got from the bus at the wrong section. All the sections at the parking are marked with numbers and rows. So I got out at the wrong section and I couldn't find my car. Remember, it is negative degrees. I didn't have gloves. And at the waiting, when we were waiting for the bus, of course, all those people who came from the plane and other flights, all you could see is when people breathe, it comes out as smoke, and you would think everybody had shisha. It wasn't shisha. That was my first time to see that, because your breath is too warm. When it gets out there, it's like smoking, because the temperature out there is negative. So everybody was breathing, and all you could see is the smoke thing coming out of them, and it is their breath. You would think they are generators or something because of the cold. I didn't find my car at the economy parking, and I had to call the management, the parking management, and let them know I cannot find my car so that they can help me. Luckily, this is America. They will come and help you find it. So they transferred me, and then someone was sent, but the someone came after 45 minutes. Remember, there is nowhere with heat at the economy parking. My God, I started getting frozen. And I mean literally. I started getting frozen. And by the time they came and we went around the airport parking, eventually we were able to find my car. Guess what? I found my car. I could put the alarm in the panic alarm, but I couldn't hear the sound because it's a whole big parking lot. So we found my car, and I got out of his car, this guy that was sent by the management to come and help me look for my car, whereby we would go row after row after row after row. And they have very good cars, because it was so snowy and icy, the car cannot even get stuck. So I get out of his car and I head out to my car, and I open it. It's opening, and I'm like, thank God it's not dead. Hey, the guy has already left. Me getting in the car, I'm already frozen, remember, because I have stayed more than 45 minutes. Getting in my car, trying to turn on my car, the battery is dead. The battery is dead. Repeat after me, dead. And it is dead. The guy has already left. It took 45 minutes to get a person to come and help me, because they are busy jump-starting people's cars. I didn't know. The car has been there for 2 days, from Friday to Sunday. The weather out there is negative. So the battery is gone. I tried to speak to that car in any language that I would, to let it know, please, it should start, because I'm almost dying. It didn't hear me. Have you ever been in a situation, desperate situation, you even act like a fool? You know, you even act like how we used to have the first faith people used to have. They would believe you can pray for anything. I called the management again, and before I did, I tried to move around to see if I can see someone whose car is on and they can come and help me jumpstart, because I already had the starter cables. What is going on? The starter cables. So, my friend, I didn't find any. And as a matter of fact, because of the weather, I stepped on black ice, and something with black ice. As soon as you see it, you fall. I've been having pain on this arm because I fell. It throws you like up and forward, so you fall this way. So I hit down with my arm, and it's been very painful, especially when I'm sleeping, because I have to support myself, my head. So I fell, and I am already frozen halfway. It was a very bad situation. I went back to my car and I said, I'm not gonna walk again, because it feels like the ground is not even safe. It is even worse to be out there. I called the management again. I asked you to send me someone to come and jumpstart my car. I haven't seen anybody, and I'm frozen halfway. I don't even know how long I'm gonna be here before I die. That was my statement. And I wasn't saying it because I didn't mean it. I meant every word. I felt like I'm gonna die the next minute. I couldn't feel my feet, my hands, both of my hands. I couldn't feel my fingers. They were all gone. I was shaking. To be honest with you, I cried. I cried because my body started aching everywhere. I felt like needles were poking me from every corner. Every part of my body was being poked by a needle. And I said to myself, I know I am so close to dying, but before I die, I will have to call police now, because the management said they have a long line, so many people ahead of me, and because a lot of people's cars are dead, their batteries are dead. Guess what I did? I called 911. I said, you know what? This is America, and the one job of the police is to offer safety. I am in danger zone. I need help ASAP. I have tried to wait for the airport management. Their response is slow, not because they are neglecting anyone, but because they are having a lot of people to serve. I called 911, and then they told me, can we transfer you to the airport parking management? I'm like, no, because I already called them. They said they are way too busy because a lot of people need the services, and I don't know how much more time I have here because I cannot feel 3/4 of my body. And that was true. Remember, I had 2 pens. The police cannot just let you go or ignore. They will have to do anything they can to help you. They told me, we're gonna call them, just remain on hold. We're gonna call them and make sure someone comes there. If nobody is available, then we're gonna find out what to do. And I stayed there. It was getting colder and colder and colder, and my body was leaving me. It was literally leaving me every minute that lapsed that time. So I'm approaching to pick up my daughter. Where is Cone 5? That is 6. Oh, she's right here. So the police made sure that someone came right away. They came with the jump starter, the portable one, and they had to do.
Are we gonna pick up Camilla today?
Where is she?
She's walking.
She could have waited for me. So that is how they rescued me. The car came, and that guy who came to jumpstart my car, he when he saw me, he was like, oh my God, you look like you are all frozen. please run to my car, run into my car as I jump start this. And I went into his car and he put all the heat on, and he also made sure the fans were on, and that is how I tried to defrost in his car. I'm using the word defrost because it is very serious. It was serious. So I stayed there like 10 minutes and my car couldn't jump start with the first time. So he tried the first time. He's now doing it in his car because I can't even walk. Like I was walking like someone who is not, I don't know. It was chaotic. It was one of the things that I would never ever want to happen to me again in life, because that made me to think so much about the homeless people. And I asked God, are you trying to teach me a lesson? Or why did you have to let this happen? You are the one who controls weather. Why would this happen to me at this time? And I'm coming from a trip. I am very tired because whenever I'm going out of town, I make sure I use my time wisely. Like I utilize all my every minute. So I barely sleep. Whether I'm traveling for 48 hours, I barely sleep. Maybe I will sleep for 4 hours in total. So I was so tired, and here I am frozen. I am frozen, and I don't know why God allowed this to happen, because when I'm narrating this, it might come out as something very light, but trust me, it is not light. I almost died. The guy came back and we stayed in the car with him for like 10 minutes. Then he went back and started my car. It started, and he came back to his car, and he asked me, do you think you will be able to drive the car? Because he could see the situation I was in. Or do you want to stay here longer? Because I was frozen and I was frustrated, and I just wanted to get home. It took me 2 hours at the parking. 2 hours in the -degree weather. That made me to really want to go home, because I had plans. I wanted to go home and take some rest so that I'll be able to wake up tomorrow to a new day and do stuff, because I knew on Tuesday I'm going for iron infusion and I didn't know how it's gonna turn out. So I wanted to make sure that I have done my everything. Oh my God, that was one test of a time. And I hope that will never happen again to me. And I hope I will never have to experience that again. Lessons learned was I would never ever again in the winter time go anywhere without a blanket in my car. Second thing, I would want to make sure that I buy the portable jump starter. That way, even if my car battery dies, I will be able to jump start it myself without wasting time. Lesson number 3, whenever ever I will check the weather and see that it's not favorable, I will never ever plan any other trip when the weather is not good, because I really regretted. To be honest, I regretted why I even stepped out of my house. And like I'm telling you, it might sound very light when I'm narrating it, but it was very, very close to death experience. Number 4, whenever you hear the word -degrees, please put on 4 layers of clothes. 4. And this is not a joke. If you can even be able to wear like two shoes on, or 3, that would help, because my shoe never felt like I had one. And on that note, I'm making an effort to go buy a winter short boot for winter weather. I learned it the hard way. I'm not willing to learn it again. I already did. If you would want to use my lesson to prevent something like this happening to you, the better. So guys, bye bye, and keep on keeping on, because we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Let me drop off some kiddos here, and then I head back home. It's on a Friday. It might look like it's sunny out there, but trust me, it is very cold. That's why you see me with this, because I want to cover my head. And from that day, I kind of like developed a trauma. I don't want to experience any form of cold in any shape ever, not even for a second. Bye bye, guys. You're home.
Stop it.
All right, have a good weekend.